You just caught me coming back from a dive. My name is Dr. Eugenie Clark, better known as the Shark Lady. I was born in New York in 1922 and grew up in New York City with my mother and later my stepfather, who was a friend of the family. I learned to swim when I was 2 years old and have never looked back from the fascinating underwater world. My interest in becoming an ichthyologist began way back when I was a child in elementary school. When I was 9 years old, my mother worked at the cigar and newspaper stand in the lobby of the downtown athletic club on Saturdays. Instead of taking me to work with her, I convinced her to leave me at the old New York Aquarium in Battery Park, where I would spend hours imagining swimming with the sharks in the tanks and learning everything I could about the denizens of the deep. Often, on rainy days, the local homeless men would come in to get out of the rain, and I would regale them with information about the fishes that we were seeing in the tanks. Soon, they were coming even on sunny days. My hero growing up was William Beebe, and I devoured any of his books and publications as I was growing up. I was told that one day, if I worked at my typing, I could maybe become a secretary for someone like William Beebe. My answer was no. I don't want to be somebody's secretary. I want to be like William Beebe, doing all those amazing things. So I went to college. I graduated from Hunter College in 1942 with a bachelor's degree in zoology. I then went on to New York University and received my master's. While I was there, I learned to dive. I began with helmet dives and quickly learned never to do that after eating a hamburger with onions. I also learned to scuba dive, which completely changed how I wanted to do research. I could be in the water observing the animals in their natural habitat, not just looking at dead specimens in the lab. After graduation, I wanted to attend Columbia, but I was told by the chairman of the zoology department, well, I guess we could take you, but to be honest, I can tell by looking at you. If you do finish, you will probably get married, have a bunch of kids, and never do anything in science after we have invested our time and money in you. Well, he was partially right. I did get married 5 times and had 4 children, but I never stopped being a scientist. After being denied from Columbia, I went back to NYU, graduated, and began my life of research. I discovered several species of fish. I created the first test tube babies in female fish. I disproved the myth that all sharks need to continuously swim in order to breathe. And I found the first effective shark repellent, a chemical secreted from a type of fish known as the Moses sole. One of my most influential discoveries, however, this was in the era of the movie Jaws, was proving through testing that sharks could be trained to press targets, just like marine mammals, and weren't just crazy killing machines. In 1955, I moved to Florida and founded my own laboratory, the Cape Hayes Marine Laboratory, now renamed the Mote Marine Laboratory after I left, which is the only congressionally recognized center for shark research in the United States. From 1968 to 1992, I taught at the University of Maryland, continuing to do research and reliving the passion that I felt as a child, sharing the knowledge that enthralled me. My research continues to this day with new investigation into shark social learning behavior, using the same techniques that I developed many years ago. Also, the chemical that I found secreted from that Moses sole is currently being studied as having anti-tumor properties as well as antimicrobial properties that could be used to treat methicillin-resistant staph infections in hospitals. In my lifetime, I've ridden whale sharks, been down 3,600 meters in the ocean, and dispelled many myths surrounding sharks. I died in 2015 at the age of 92 of lung cancer, which was less than a year after my last dive and before the publication of my final paper.